Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe. Smash that like button and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. YP. Let's get to the news. You won't believe the story that's been making the rounds this week, folks. Buckle up because we're talking about one of the biggest bombshells in Scottish football in decades. Word's coming and face several corners that EMIRATES, the same airline giant that's got his name plastered across the shirts of Arsenal and the stadiums in the Middle East, has tabled a massive billion-pound offer for none other than Rangers Football Club. That's right, the Gers steeped in history, tradition, and bloodied rivalries might just become the crown jewel in the sports empire or the United Arab Emirates. Now, to be fair, these are still rumors at this point, but where there's smoke, there's usually fire, and this one's burning with some serious heat. Let's unpack what this could mean for Rangers, Scottish football, and the very soul of the club itself. Now, first things first, let's talk about the numbers being thrown around. £1 billion. That's not just change down the back of the sofa. We're talking Premier League money. Rangers, while a historic club and a dominant force in Scotland, hasn't operated anywhere near that financial tier. Their revenue compared to some of the clubs in England or continental Europe is modest. So why would a giant like EMIRATES be interested? That's the big question. But look at the context. Middle Eastern investments in football are nay new. Man City, PSG, Newcastle, we've seen this playbook before. They're looking for legacy, brand reach, soft power. And Rangers, with their massive global fan base, fierce loyalty, and storied past, ticks a lot of boxes, especially with the club on the up again back in Europe, challenging for trophies. If this bid turns out to be real and accepted, we're talking seismic shifts. Rangers would instantly become one of the wealthiest clubs in Britain. Infrastructure upgrades, done. Transfer windows, explosive. Competing with English clubs for top players, finally plausible. But it's not just about splashing cash. EMIRATES are known for tight branding control, luxury presentation, and long-term ambition. You can bet your last pint that Ibrox would be renovated, possibly renamed, and that alone would cause a stir. Can ye imagine the EMIRATES Ibrox or something daft like that? Traditionalists will be up in arms, and rightly so in some ways. Rangers are nay just a club, they're an identity, a symbol. You didn't just buy that and expect every fan to smile and nod. Now let's look at their motivations. EMIRATES is locked in a battle of prestige with other Gulf state brands. Qatar Airways with PSG, Etihad with City. EMIRATES won back in the top tier of football partnerships. Arsenal, their main club partner, hasn't exactly been flying high for the past decade. Rangers, on the other hand, offer a chance to be the face of a resurgence story, a phoenix story. Remember, this is a club that clawed its way back. Fey financial oblivion. EMIRATES could ride that narrative, turn it into a redemption arc with global appeal. And with Scotland becoming more relevant in European competition again, the timing feels no accidental. There's strategy behind this, mark my words. But, and it's a big but, there are risks. You can't just throw oil money at a club and expect success. It takes savvy management, culture alignment, and a proper footballing. Look at PSG's struggles in Europe despite having Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar. Look at how City took years to get the right mix. Rangers would need to navigate this carefully. If this is a hostile takeover or something rushed through, it could alienate the support. The last thing you want is a divided fan base. And let's not forget, the club has scars. The financial collapse a decade ago still lingers in memory. The board would have to be transparent, wise, and think long term, not just chase flashy signings or branding gimmicks. Now let's talk about the old firm. Can you imagine what this does to the rivalry with Celtic? The stakes would shoot through the roof. Imagine Rangers suddenly flexing financial muscle, Celtic canny match, transfer wars, wage hikes, youth poaching. It would change the landscape of Scottish football completely. Celtic fans would be demanding similar backing. And you better believe it would reignite debates about foreign ownership, club identities, and even the role of money in modern football. The SPFL, already struggling to market the league properly, would be caught in the storm. Could they regulate this? Would UEFA step in? Or would they welcome it as a chance to finally put Scottish football back in the European spotlight? And then there's the fans. Rangers fans are a proud bunch. Loyalty to the bone. Many would welcome the financial injection, but there's a fine line between investment and invasion. The idea of a foreign entity controlling club decisions, brand image, and potentially the soul of the institution, it doesn't sit right with everyone. There'll be chants, protests, think pieces, and fierce debate. Some will say, we've suffered enough. We deserve this. Others will say, nay amount of money's worth selling our soul. And both views have weight. That's the heartache of modern football, isn't it? The constant tug-of-war between ambition and tradition. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Now here's the juicy bit. Some insiders are claiming this is part of a broader EMIRATES strategy. They want a club in every major footballing region. Rangers would be the gateway to Europe's north. There's whispers of them wanting to turn the club into a development hub, tapping into Scottish talent and linking with academies across the world. Picture that! Rangers as a central node in a global football network. It's both exciting and terrifying. Globalization at full tilt. And it raises questions. Would local lads still get a chance? Would the focus still be on beating Celtic and winning Europe, or just promoting some wider corporate brand? Of course, the Rangers board saying not official. Standard stuff, but the silence is suspicious. Normally, when daft rumors come up, they get shut down fast. This time, nothing. Which tells you they're at least listening. Probably weighing up options, negotiating terms, figuring how they present it to fans. If a deal of this size is on the table, you better believe there's been months of quiet chats behind closed doors. And if the board accepts, we're looking at a new era. Not just for Rangers, but potentially for all of Scottish football. So what happens next? We wait. But make no mistake, this story's got legs. It could fizzle out, sure, or it could explode. And if it does, this channel will be here, covering every twist, every backroom whisper, every big name link to Ibrox. Whether you're a die-hard Gers fan, a Celtic supporter shaking your head, or just a football lover intrigued by the chaos, stay tuned. Because this might just be the story that defines Scottish football for the next decade. And before you go, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and let us know in the comments, would you welcome EMIRATES at Rangers? Or is this a bridge too far? This isn't just transfer talk, folks. This is the future of a footballing institution. I've been your host, and this is one story we'll be following closely. Slang there, greetings fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.